away.
You would, may as well, why don't you move your bag and let him stand close to you? So, what does your client have to say about what happened today?
Well, I'm not gonna have my client say anything, but, it was a very long hearing, and a number of the things that I'd said at the time of his arraignment were reaffirmed today. There's been no theft, there's been no misappropriation of any funds. Again, this was something that was not initiated by the borough or by an insurance company. This was initiated by police officers who wanted to see their chief removed, and that's what it was. And in terms of, their allegations that he deceived anyone or misled the borough or the insurance carrier in any way, I commend the court today. The court saw right through that. They withdrew the insurance fraud. The theft by deception was dismissed as it should have been. And so, we've got to move forward. I wish the remaining counts would have been dismissed, but that's okay. It's an issue of fact and credibility, and if we've got to plug along here on this thing, that's just what we're going to do. But we're confident that when this is over, he'll be cleared.
Cleared and wants his job back?
Absolutely wants his job back. Absolutely wants his job back. He said that when we first met with all of you folks, and he still feels that way. There are a lot of others that want him to return to work as well. So
there's a lot of tension, you're listening to the testimony, there's a lot of tension between the officers towards Jim, and if you said something, this isn't, I'm gonna paraphrase what you said, but, this isn't criminal. These guys are just tired of his bullying and tired of him pushing him around, wanting more work out of him.
Well, interestingly, and I'm not here to malign these police officers, but interestingly, the testimony today focused specifically on a few officers, and the officer who testified related the history of my client's complaints about their lack of job performance. And those are precisely the officers who were cited as being victims of this intimidation and this pattern of retaliation. It all relates to that. And there was testimony today that suggested that that's been the case, that he's been hard on them, and he's been driving them, and there have been threats that their jobs would be terminated if they didn't pick up their work. And that's not a crime. That's a boss who expects them to do their job and protect the citizens of their community. That's their job. They didn't want to do that. So rather than pick up the pace, what they chose to do was conspire to have their chief removed. And that's what happened. And it became a runaway train, and we've gotten to this point. But we're going to be fine. And I have every confidence he's going to be cleared. And unfortunately, we've got to go a little bit further.
So last night, in general, sort of comment about wanting to go back to work. I don't know if you want to address that after everything you've gone through so far and everything that's still ahead.
My feelings the same, sir. Have the same feelings.
You want to get this job back.
Looking forward to going back to work.